See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Back to pass, it's Barber. Quarterback now breaking the field. At the 40, there he goes. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Mustangs are threatening on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Starts to scramble to the left. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, SMU! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To throw, it's Barber. Extending the play. Throwing on the run. A full dive to haul that one in. How about the tight end showing the athleticism and diving to make that grab?
It's so nice as a quarterback, Reese, to have a tight end who's athletic and can make the play when it's not a perfect throw.
Buying some time as he moves left. He's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run play action. Steps away. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man in the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. To the air on 1st down. He's going to run it. Got it inside, headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, SMU!
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB. If you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off, and by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. Sends it downfield. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Barber. Floating away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires on the move. He's got him wide open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Fitted in the window for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to find his man in the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's second and long. Wants to throw. It's Barber. Looking to the big tight end. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Here's the pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He throws one to the left. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be looking to run. On the run, deep down the right side. Makes a grab deep. Touchdown, Mustangs! And once he found open space, the band might as They'll start playing. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Barber. Quarterback moving. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, SMU!
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young, athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and
they'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Going right and going deep. He's got it along the sideline. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get...
There he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
It's so nice to be an offensive coordinator when you got a guy that can do this. What an unbelievable job. Scrambling around, buying time, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to call it, running a long way and scoring a touchdown.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. On the move to his left. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, SMU! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good...
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Looking to pass, it's Barber. Moves around to clear up the vision. Now looking to throw back to the middle. It's caught! And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Lost a throw on 1st down. Now adjusting. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. The Mustangs look to do some damage in the red zone. Lost a throw on 1st down off the play fake. Made a defender miss. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offense.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory. He's going for a big play downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And that's
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack.